What's popping, guys? Welcome to Football Overseas, and welcome to the Game Week 24 predictions for the Bundesliga. And now the 23rd, and I wasn't here because obviously I don't remember who it was, but he accidentally done the Bundesliga predictions for me when he was supposed to do another league. I think it was Serie A, and all of a sudden, boom! I had a week off thanks to him. So thank you very much, bro. You know what I'm saying? But we're back, and I will be making predictions for this week. Listen, before I begin, you already know what to do. Subscribe, press the alarm bells for future content notifications, like and comment your way. Go check not Zeer Talks. I am Zeer Talks, but go check Football Overseas socials. I'm used to promoting my own channel because I usually do content on my own channel, obviously. And inshallah, you're well and satisfied wherever you may be. Yeah. Listen, obviously, we kick things off with the big one. VfB Stuttgart versus FC Bayern Munich. Yeah, listen, tomorrow we have a massive game. Now we're first, obviously, 8 points clear, and Stuttgart are seventh. Um, and last game I did check because I did a preview earlier. They drew to Hoffenheim and they did lose 2-1 as well beforehand to Wolfsburg. And also beat Borussia Dortmund beforehand as well. So Stuttgart have had an up and down season. They have the likes of Undav and Demirovic. They have Stiller. They have Liveling, how you say his name. They have Jurich. You know what I'm saying? Mittelstadt. You know what I mean? Chabart, I believe his name is at center back. Like, he's been doing good as well for him. Like, they have players, man. They really do. And here's the thing for us, right? I have a feeling that we're gonna lack concentration. We're not gonna play the 11 that's required, is what I'm supposed to say. And I just feel like the game's going to be up and down. I mean, Sebastian Hoeneß is a pressing manager. Company likes to press as well. I could see it go up and down. And by the end of it all, I think it's going to end in a 3-all draw. That's how I feel about the situation. But just quickly to mention, I think we need to be careful because we also have Bayer Leverkusen in the Champions League. So, yeah, it is what it is, man. Anyway, next on Saturday we have RB Leipzig versus FSV Mainz. I mean, listen, Leipzig, they are right. They're actually sixth. They're not even in the top four. Believe it or not, they actually are not. But I mean, they did win their DFB Pokal game recently. They beat Wolfsburg in it, and beforehand they drew 2-2 at home to a Heidenheim, which is not good enough. Whereas Mainz, they won 2 against St. Pauli in the league. St. Pauli, and they are at fifth. So this game is pretty massive, man, because they're both tied on points. Now Leipzig are home, and to be honest, I do expect Leipzig to somehow find a way to win this game. I'm gonna say they somehow win it 1-0. We then move on to Heidenheim, who I just mentioned drew 2-2 to Leipzig last week against Borussia Monchengladbach, who are ninth. By the way, Heidenheim are 17th. To be honest, right, I do have a feeling that Heidenheim now they're building a bit of something. I'm gonna go with a 1-1 draw because I do think Borussia Mönchengladbach can get something, especially with Kana Heights and striker and etc. I still think and Reis, I still think Borussia Mönchengladbach can get something out of this as well. I'm gonna say 1-1 draw. Then we have SV Werder Bremen. They play against Wolfsburg. Now Wolfsburg again, I don't know what's been going on with them. I mean, they lost the Pokal game. But then again, in the Bundesliga, they drew 1-1 to Bochum as well. Like it's not been good enough for them recently. Because they were in good form a while ago, and then all of a sudden, boom. I mean, and they are at the moment because of that in what place are they? Eighth, and Werder Bremen are 12th. Their last game, their last game. What was this? No, their last game. What was their last game? Their last game. Bro, their last game was in the Pokal as well, in the quarters, and they lost to DSZ Armenia Bitfield. Like, bro, what's going on there, bro? You know what I'm saying? But in the league, they in the league, actually not, but and in the league, they lost 5-0 to Freiburg. So I do think Wolfsburg will get a 2-0 win out of this away from home. They'll get back in form and we move. Now, next game, it's Bochum versus Hoffenheim. Two teams have not been at their best. I mean, Hoffenheim, I did mention they drew 1-1 to Stuttgart, and they're now 14th. Bochum 16th and drew 1-1 to Wolfsburg. And guess what? I have a feeling this is going to be one of them games that end 0-0. We move. St. Pauli versus Borussia Dortmund, and St. Pauli are home. Now, Borussia Dortmund under Kovac have won 6-0. Finally, they actually get a win after losing. Actually, they drew to Sporting in the Champions League and then lost 2-0 to Bochum in the process and beat Sporting 3-0 in the process as well. So they went on through an aggregate 3-0 and lost to Stuttgart in the opening home game of Kovac's. So I'm not going to lie, guys. I won't be shocked if this ends in a 2-all draw, and that's what I'm going to say, 2-all draw. Um, and this is mad because, by the way, Borussia Dortmund have to prepare for their Champions League clash against Lille. So, see how they do in that. Anyway, the big one. Now, I'm hoping I'm going to be able to do a hate-along for this on my channel. But probably won't because apparently I have a hospital appointment. But Eintracht Frankfurt versus Bayer Leverkusen. Frankfurt are the home team, so I'm hoping Frankfurt can do me a little bit of a favor by not winning, but drawing, because they are actually not far off in the table. So, yeah. Listen, last game, Frankfurt, I know what happened. We beat them 4-0. And you know what? I have to say, credit to Frankfurt. They defended very well. That Christensen guy, Tuta, brilliant. Wahi, when he came on, was very good. You know what I mean? Like they done pretty decent, man. I'm gonna give credit where it's due. Ekitike is well done, all right. If he took one of his chances, you know what I mean, could have done a job. Collins, I thought done decent. You know what I mean. Ozun was a bit underwhelming. You know what I mean. It was just one of them ones in which if it wasn't for the capitulation in the last 10, 15 minutes, they could have actually got something out of this. But yeah, listen, Bayer Leverkusen, I mean, they also, I mean, they won 2-0 against Kaiser, I mean, Holstein Kiel, put it that way. That's who they beat. So, yeah, listen, I'm not gonna lie. Bayer Leverkusen, I wouldn't be shocked if they rested a few players, but then again, they have a good squad to do so to do so before playing us in the Champions League. I could see this game, weirdly enough, be a draw as well. I'm going to say that this game ends in a 2-all draw. I'll say this ends in a 2-all draw. I can see goals galore in this game, man. I really do. And then we then move on to the Sunday clashes. Union Berlin versus Holstein Kiel. Holstein Kiel, I already mentioned who they lost to. You know what I mean? Union Berlin, they are, what place is Union Berlin? They are 13th and Kiel's last. To be honest, but Union Berlin, I just remembered they lost to Borussia Dortmund, didn't they? 6-0. I do see this being a Berlin win, though, still. I'll say 1-0 win to Union Berlin. And then we head on to Augsburg, who are 11th, against Freiburg, who are 4th. Yeah, listen, Freiburg, they won 5-0, I remember. I mentioned, yeah, to Bremen. And Augsburg, they won 3-0 against Gladbach last game. So I could see this being a game in which Augsburg do grab a win, and I'm gonna say they win 2-1. And yeah, that's all it, guys. Listen, let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section down below. Like, comment your way, as again, as I just mentioned. Subscribe, press the alarm bells, go check socials of Football Overseas, and inshallah you're well and satisfied wherever you may be. Yeah, I'm gonna bounce. See you later.